Mango 7 Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another Epic 7 video. Before we get into this, I want to keep reminding you of viewer summons right above me. All the information's right there. We're going to be summoning every single Sunday from here on out. I should have, my guess is 5 Moonlights on my main account and probably like 20 on my alts. I'm not sure. And then I'm hoping we have a ton of other people that want to summon. But again, that entirely depends on if there is a new banner by that point. So we'll see how hype it is depending on if we get Kisei or something like that. So I want to talk about, there's also a $20 giveaway in the description below. So I want to talk about this balance patch today, and just a warning, this is not a in-depth guide or in-depth anything like that. This is just me talking about the thing, reading through the notes with you guys and kind of giving you guys my 2 cents on it. So if that's not something you're interested in, you probably won't enjoy this video, but I thought I would let you know ahead of time. So let's talk about this here. And another thing to note, sorry, so many things to note. All the other games I've been playing have been bonkers for Christmas so far, especially Dragalia Lost has really been giving us a ton of rewards. So let's talk about this. I've seen a lot of negativity, so I'm kind of wondering where it's all coming from, and I want to see if I feel that way too. So we have a new event coming out. And this is going to be exactly like the other ones we've gotten, to be entirely honest, but that's a good thing to me. I love these. They're so much fun. And if you're not somebody who if you're somebody who doesn't read the story, you really just need to take the time to read this, because if these are anything like Diane's story, it'll blow you away. Like, the Diane story was like so amazing. It touched me in places that like I didn't think a gacha game could like touch my feels, if that makes sense. It was just so unbelievably amazing, and I'm really crossing my fingers this one is as good. So I really recommend reading the story. I actually love these styles of events because they give you different places to farm, they give you a ton of rewards, and they give you great story to back it up. After all, like, this game doesn't need as much insane gameplay in the events IMO, because the gameplay outside of the events is so solid, especially the new raid we just got. So we are getting the same thing as before. First 2 weeks we are getting the first stage, and the third week we are getting the second stage. So one thing I do know about this, I have read these notes, but I haven't read through them entirely, by the way. One thing I do know is there is no banner character announced, which is super RIP, but I have to imagine it'll be something tied to the story, and we'll see it in week 3. I don't like that. That's super unfortunate. It's freaking Christmas. Give us a character to summon for. I don't want to summon for Kayron. Nobody else wants crayons, you know, just like, give us a Christmas unit. It just doesn't make sense to me that they're doing this. And I think that's what a lot of people's complaints are right now. It just seems so odd for them. It's like literally throwing away money, and it just doesn't make sense to me. But I'll get past that and we'll move on to the rest here. So the bonus units are right there. I don't want to read those out. We're also getting an artifact, and people are really confused by this, and I kind of am too. This is one where you get more drops, but the enemies get stronger, which kind of makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like, there's no reason to make the enemies 5% stronger. Like, it's no fun. It doesn't look good for the characters. People don't understand it. There's just no reason to do it. It's probably not going to make any sort of difference whatsoever. So I don't like that. But let's talk about the rewards here. We have Red Sox and Bakery coupons. So one important thing I want to note here is the Chest of Small Fortunes is unlimited purchase. So we can see here that this is the Chest of Small Fortunes. You can get a gold transmit stone, 50k gold, 3 greater necklace charms, 3 epic runes, and covenant bookmarks. So this is repeatable. So a repeatable gold transmit stone, granted, it's at the absolute best 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 out of 9 chance, and it's probably weighted against it, to be entirely honest. And there's a 4 out of 9 chance of getting crap, because you don't want the epic runes and you don't want the 50k gold. But that's a essentially farmable gold transmit stone. Like, not really, because you're not going to get too many of them. But that's really cool. That's much better than just getting those 2,500 golds IMO, which it looks like you can still buy, by the way. We're also getting a couple really good things here. We're getting 3 Heart of Hypocrisies. We're getting 2 Molagora Seeds. We're getting the 2 Gigas. We are getting 15 bookmarks, and for the second half we are getting Black Curse Powder. I think that's epic. We're also getting another Molagora Seed. We're getting a bunch of charms and just overall solid rewards. I'm really happy with that. And that's not even everything. We have our leaf rewards here. We have a ton of transmit stones. I honestly think like these silver transmit stones are a joke right now with my recent guide I did on silver transmit stones. I've got like hundreds of them now. But the gold transmit stone isn't. And then we're getting these. These are beyond amazing. Like these are better than anything I have right now, to be honest. I've been summoning, or not summoning, I've been crafting for a speed set boots for all too long. Like I cannot get speed set boots, so this is going to be an auto include. I don't care if I get the worst rolls possible. Just having a speed set boots is enough to be auto included on somebody on my team. I'm not sure who yet, but I will absolutely be using those, and I'm pretty sure every account ever is going to be using those, probably for the next year, to be entirely honest. As for the head, pretty solid too, as long as you dodge the effectiveness and health and you really just get attack and crit. Somebody like Araminta is going to be good even with the effectiveness, so maybe if you get bad, in quotes, rolls, you can use it on somebody like that. So those are two insane pieces of gear. I can't believe they're giving out such good gear, to be honest, this early. And this is the artifact we were talking about here. It gives you extra socks and also increases the attack and defense of all enemies by 5%, so that just doesn't make sense to me why they did that. We're also getting a Find Archie event, which is going to be like the Penguin, I think, or the other event where we just get a bunch of rewards for doing stuff daily. And then the big one, and the sad one at the same time, we're getting the specialty change for the Axe God. This doesn't make sense to me. Again, out of all the characters that need a specialty change at 3-star, I would rank Axe God at like the absolute lowest. So I'm hoping this ties into the story for some reason, and they have to do it because of the story. But otherwise, I would kill for a Hazel specialty as everybody else would. We really need a free-to-play healer now, and I would be really happy for Ruzid too. So really sad that those two aren't in the patches, but I expect they're working on them, and I expect it'll be soon. So don't worry too much. I think it'll be fine. In all honesty, I don't really understand, not that I don't understand the Axe God, I don't have him, I don't use him, I know he does damage, I don't really know how good this is, but I can see from the bottom here that he gets 20% health. It looks like he turns into like a Ravi style vampire person with a ton of damage, 5% crit as well. And if the caster's health is below 50% after being attacked, recovers 10% of max health. So that's really cool too. So overall, he looks like he's going to just be a big old bruiser, which is exactly what he looks like. We can also only take 2 specialty changes at once. So make sure you complete one of your specialties so you can have both open, because that would really suck to have your Axe God and not be able to do him. I do think you can pause one specialty and move to the other one though, so don't worry too much. And then we have special packs here, and I think this is something people are pretty salty about. We're getting packs, which is expected. I love the packs, but we are not getting any banner yet. Like, how do they not announce a banner? Oh my god, I just don't understand. Either way, we're getting 1 million gold here, 4 to 5-star hero rate, and I think that's a 12.5% chance of a 5-star on those. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 25 Leafs, which is honestly okay. I wish they were full stamina regens or something. 2 Molagoras, which is just like LOL. 30 Covenant bookmarks and 800 Sky Shards. And then Special Pack 2 has 3 million gold, 70 bookmarks, 10 Covenant summons, or 10 of the Galaxy summons, so 2 ML summons, 3 Molagora, 50 Leaf, and 1500 Sky Shards. So I'm definitely buying both of these. Honestly, I wish there was something cosmetic in here. In Summoner's War, in the comments below, yell at me for saying Summoner's War, there were random stuff that just like didn't matter added to these packs. So for example, the Christmas one would give you a reindeer that walked around your building but didn't do anything. So I would love to like have something cosmetic in this pack that just like chills in my tavern. That's my dream for something like this. But as for value, it looks pretty good. I haven't done the math, but it looks okay. I'm sure somebody's done the math, but I expect this one, and these are Canadian dollars, I expect this one to be $79 Canadian, which is probably like 49 US, and I expect this one to be 139 Canadian, which is 99-ish US. So I expect it to be about 150 US dollars for both of these, which does kind of suck. That is kind of expensive, but it is what it is. We knew what we were getting into with games like this. You don't have to buy the packs. They're just fun, and there's a mix of everything. There's summons, there's guaranteed summons, there's everything. I'm going to buy them because I like supporting the game, IMO, and I want to summon. And then we have monthly pack 2, 1 and 2. So I really like monthly pack 1. I have the hiccups. Monthly pack 1 was really cheap, and it was really good, and I feel like everybody playing this game actively should really buy it. It's like $8 or something like that, 2 coffees, 3 coffees, whatever it costs, and you get pretty good bonuses. I also like this one too. We get 70 energy a day, 5 gold bonus, and 400 sky stones, as long as it's not too expensive. I really hope this one isn't too expensive. I really hope this is like another $8 one, because I would gladly do 2 $8 packs a month. No problem, that's easy peasy, and it keeps me supporting the game, and I just really like it. So I hope that is fine. And then of course we have another pack. And again, I see why people are getting pretty angry at this point, because we want to see new heroes. Granted, the content above, I do really like the content above, but no new heroes just kind of feels bad. We're getting 9 Molagora, 800 Sky Stones, and 3000 Stigma. I think this is the same pack as before, and people always ask me if this would come back, and it definitely will. Once a month, I would say the Molagora pack will come back. It's usually the first, like the second Saturday or whatever a month, second certain day of every month it'll come out. And we're getting Euphine changes. While using auto battle with Euphine, the skill Dragon Roar now activates regardless of whether or not the enemy has had a buff applied. So I think that's a buff to Euphine. I'm not entirely sure, to be entirely honest. I don't really, I have my Euphine, but I had her skill turned off because she had no gear on. She was just leveling, so I'm not sure. And we have the Kayron buff, which is a little lackluster compared to what I thought. He's getting 130 base attack, which is a lot, by the way. A lot of people are saying it's nothing, but it actually is a good amount of attack, and they don't want to overbuff him and make him nuts. He's also getting a marginal amount of HP. He's dropping 100 or 70 defense, which is fine. And he's getting 11 speed, and 123 base speed is insane, by the way. That's huge. That's bonkers. So I'm not sure how much of a difference this is going to make for him. I don't have Kayron, but I have to imagine he's going to be much better now, because he was already okay, and I think now he's going to be good. And then we have Surla. They're just taunting us with this at the moment, because we can't get Surla. Buffing her attack by 50, and this is another thing here to notice. His attack is 889 versus Surla, a 4-star free? Was she free? Unit for 980, so maybe that's what people are pissed off about, but I'm not sure. We're getting a Soul Burn to Axe God here. Increases damage dealt on the Soul Burn. There's a ton of raid changes, honestly. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing on the raid. I personally killed the Watcher, Erakan, Vera, and Carcanus. I have 2 more left this week, but I killed all 4 last week, and I got slaughtered by the Queens, so there's that. I don't want to read through all this because honestly it's too much text for me and I'll get lost in it. The amount of Coronation souvenirs is shown, which is really cool. And this is the big change we needed. I was really frustrated with the new lab, not because it wasn't fun, because it's honestly the best game mode I've got in a gacha game so far, I think, but because I wasn't getting any more ancient coins. So they're now getting ancient coins in all the areas, which just makes me so happy. One thing that I find is really funny is when you originally go over to this slot between 3 and 4, it tells you to go up because up is easier and bottom right is harder. And then down here, area 3 only gives 16 and area 4 gives 15. So I'm not sure how that works, if it means that place is harder, or if this is what they consider the easiest, then this one, then this one, then this one. But I just found that really interesting. So either way, getting a huge amount of ancient coins. Actually, that's not really a lot of ancient coins. Yeah, that's not actually a lot of ancient coins at all now that I look at it. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 73, so 80 ancient coins or so per lab clear. So that's a lot less than I expected, but it's still really good. They're also adding skill previews, which is something we really needed, especially if we can go through the journal and see everybody else's. I want to go see Luna's skills and I want to see Surla's skills. I'm really excited for that. And there's also a ton of quality of life changes. Like, nothing really matters to me. I read through all of these. Nothing I'm really excited for. So the part that I want to show now is there's obviously no banner. No banner announcement, which just doesn't make sense to me. Also, I picked either the best or the worst shirt to wear today. It's yellow actually, so that's kind of weird that it's going up like that instead of the green version. But yeah, so no banner there, but we've got a community supporter, if they want to call it that. I'm not sure how this really works, but this is Celia, our community supporter on Reddit right now. And Celia said, "So today I made my own banner and profile picture using my favorite character, the upcoming hero, Queen Kisei, because she dedicated herself to the people she loves and sacrifices a lot of the greater world she wants to create. Also, her animation and skills are amazing. You guys will love her as much as I do, wink wink." And then she says, "Oh my god, she's coming." And Celia says, "She is, but when? No one knows." Wahahaha. And I super agree with this. Korean text emojis are absolutely on another level. Like, really, why don't we learn how to do stuff like that? So anyways, this is basically confirming a banner coming. As to why it's not in the actual patch notes, I will never know. It really doesn't make sense. Like, the amount of negativity I'm seeing right now on these patch notes is through the roof, and I understand. I super understand, but I still have faith that we'll be getting a Christmas banner soon. That said, I'm super angry right now because I told all of you guys not to screw up and not to forget taking off your equipment before equipment free change was gone, and I screwed it up. I thought it was the 20th because it said the 20th, but apparently it's UTC or KR time 20th, and it's actually the 19th. So I forgot to unequip all my gear. I've got my crap everywhere. I wasted like 500k gold, which is super RIP. Anyways, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for watching today. That's all I wanted to talk about. Please join the giveaway in the link below. Please follow me up there and join us there too. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you live on stream again tonight, hopefully. And I had 100% planned to make a Clury video today, but I can't make a Clury video when this is here. So have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.